Here we've got the box for the US G3, all done up here in kind of a goldy silver. This is for T-Mobile, as that logo will tell you to believe. Last time visited with the G3, which I said was the best phone I've ever reviewed, not the best Android phone, the best phone I've ever tested. We had the international Korean version, which has this crazy antenna, which is fun to walk around with and make people think you're actually using it for reception, but it's used for TV in South Korea. So this is the US variant, as I mentioned. Let's go ahead and see what we got in the box. If you want to read our full review or watch the full review video on the G3, we'll put the link to that down below. Let's go ahead and check that out. Here's the device. Pull off to the side for a second, letting you know it's got laser focus, just like me. T-Mobile sent us, looks like 2 SIM cards. This was sent actually directly from the folks at LG, I think in conjunction with T-Mobile. We got a welcome and start guide, charge and sync cable. We've got just a wall wart and the battery, which is 3,000 milliamp hours. The one knock I had on this phone was that it didn't have wireless charging. I would have loved to have seen that on board, but hopefully we'll see something like that make its way to the next version or perhaps a new backplate. So let me go ahead and put the battery in this guy. The phone feels super light, obviously, because heck, no batteries in there. Go ahead and pull off the little back part. So now we've got the back off. That is where your micro SIM and the micro SD card, everything micro, is going to live, including the battery. So I'll go ahead and take one of these SIM cards that T-Mobile gave us, pop it in, pop in the battery, and I'll give you guys a quick tour in a moment. So got this guy all powered up. I waited to pull off the screen protector. It's one of my favorite things to do on camera. Boom. It is all off and ready to go. So being a modern LG phone, you got buttons on the back, volume up, volume down, and your power and lock button. Go ahead and turn on that gorgeous screen, which doesn't look so gorgeous until it is unlocked. So this is a Quad HD screen. What's Quad HD, you say? It's got a lot of pixels. So it's a 5.5 inch screen that's diagonal with a 2560 by 1440 pixel resolution. That is a whopping 534 ppi, which is insane. Android 4.4.2 at launch, being powered by a beastly 2.5 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 801 chip, 2 gigs of RAM on board, though you can get some international ones with 3, 16 gigs or 32 internal storage. Of course, you've got a lot of LG software on there, including their knock feature that'll lock and unlock it. You do have external storage up to 128 gigs. I saw you in the back. When I took off the back of the device. That camera has a few secrets as well. It's got laser autofocus. It also has a 13 megapixel camera and a 2.1 megapixel shooter up on front. Bluetooth 4.0, 3,000 milliamp hour battery, and of course NFC. So we looked at the Korean version. There was just a crazy amount of bloatware on the phone. Let's go ahead and see if that carried over to the US variant here. And it looks like the bloatware has been put right inside of a single folder, which I like that T-Mobile does. It's actually pretty useful. Visual voicemail right out of the bat if you want to access your account or mobile hotspot. I can do that straight from an app, including T-Mobile Name ID, which I believe for a fee you can see blocked callers or unlisted callers, what number they are, so it might be important to you. And that is really it. Not much bloatware here at all. T-Mobile's, I think, has done a really nice job with that. We'll go ahead and go back home. Again, one of my favorite features that I liked about the phone and do the full review is first, you can pick what the on-screen buttons are going to look like, whether you like black or white during the initial setup. The screen here was just absolutely gorgeous, and that really did it for me. The design, almost bezel-less display. I like the location of the buttons on the back. I thought it was much more natural than the previous G2. I still thought my finger was hitting the camera lens quite a bit, but not as much as the G2. Overall, just a really enjoyable experience. It was fast, it was elegant, it just worked well. I'm excited to test it using US carriers. If anything's different than the international variant, we'll update the review in case something stands out, whether better or worse. So check that. Link is going to be right down below, and we're getting a pretty beastly service here as well. So we should be able to run it through everything this phone is capable of. Anything you guys want to see though, let us know. Leave the comments down below. Till next time, I'm John Ranger from Techno Buffalo. See you guys next video. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. You'll be the first ones to know when new videos come up. We have a ton of stuff. We do unboxings, we do hands-on, reviews, cars, and everything in between that has to do with consumer electronics. We'd love to have you stick around.